Robin checkers. I think it's working. Yep, it's working. Okay. Let's get back to... I got a little computer here, so I've got to be able to manage it. Okay, we're on Lake Conroe. We're going to go fishing for striped bass and catfish. Got the checkers cam on. Yesterday, I went out late, like about 4 o'clock, and I nailed a nice, biggest catfish I've ever caught. Probably 20 to 25 pounds. He's in the freezer right now. I didn't have my damn stream going. You know what? It's raining a little bit. We're going anyway. So the first thing I do is just loosen this loop a little bit. Like so. And then I take the power off. Did you see me almost walk by it? You would not want to walk by the power. You know what I mean? Yep, it's definitely raining. We're going anyway. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to rename the darn stream. I got to do that. Well, maybe I won't. You ready, checkers? Like so. And then, here we go. Other side's tied off. Steering is hooked. Almost lost a damn pole last night, so I caught the big catfish, and then I go to take them out of the net. I get back into the dock here. I go to take them out of the net. I wanted to get them in the freezer. I'm going to clean them at home tonight, so I just got to go to a relatively quick freezing death. Anyway, so I go to take the catfish out of the net, and he whaps his tail, and the frickin' net goes flying out of the boat, over the edge, over the netting even, because I had him up on the gunnel, and the net goes flying in the water. So I got my boat hook. I was trying to get it back. That didn't work. So I got my fishing pole, and I got a heavy spoon on it, and I just dropped that down in and kept dragging it back and forth. It's probably about 10 feet deep there, at least. And so I kept dragging my spoon back and forth, and I got it. I snagged it. Test. How come oh, there we go. So I'm going to go out to a spot where it's good for striped bass, catching them off the bottom. It's quite a ways. So I don't have my dagger board and my rudders down because I want to go faster. Oh, that's a little bit too much wake. We're in the no wake zone. So this stream is labeled first stream after my wife passed away. It's actually the second, because I streamed yesterday, or actually the day before. But this morning I forgot to change the title. No big deal. Now it could rain today, and we could get some relatively high winds. But they are coming from the east, which will make it good so I can sail all the way back. Sail troll. Okay, we're out of the buoys. I don't need these on, that's for sure. So we're on Lake Conroe. It's an average of 22 feet deep, and it's 25 miles long. It kind of goes north and south. Why is this not following me? So my Garmin, or my Navionics, which is an absolute piece of crap. It's probably the most well-known boating app for navigating there is, Navionics. And honestly, I think it's a piece of trash. Now, I'm going to give that 60%. No, I'm even going to give it the app the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say it's a 40% the app's fault and 60% me, because I don't know how to use it well enough yet. Let's go to the fishing view. Now, how do I get this thing to pan? Look at, I lost the camera already too. Which one? My head cam. Okay, it's on. It's on my head. It's on the iPhone, but I'm losing it to the damn. I think I know why. Probably need to get another new adapter. Let's try this. Well, now it's on. Okay, that's weird. So how fast are we going? 6.7. I'll step it up just a hair more. Should be cool out today, though. So this lake is known for its like largemouth bass, for sure. I know striped hybrid bass, and I think there might be a difference between actually a striped bass and a hybrid bass. But to me, they look the same. I think there's a little bit difference in the. One of them has a little bit of a. In the stripes, down on the bottom by, like the bottom, maybe back by their back fins, one of them has a little jiggle in the stripes, and I don't remember which one is which. But anyway, there's also white bass, and I think the hybrid is a breed between the striped bass and the white bass. That's what makes a hybrid. It's probably a hybrid that's got the jiggle and the stripe, I bet. Now we're going 7.6. I know what I want to do. Nah. Now I can't hear my stream right now. If somebody's speaking in my chat, I won't be able to hear you. But let me put this on. Okay, I can hear my music now. There we go. Now I can see the chat. So if anybody chats, I can't hear it over the motor, but I can see it. I'm going over by an island over here. I want to get there. I'm out later than I would like to be. It's 9:30 already. My sleeping routine, ever since my wife passed away, but maybe gradual since I retired anyway, I was always up early. I would say 6 o'clock at the latest. Probably more like 5 a lot of the time. And but now, and I used to go to bed earlier. And that's probably because of work. You know, I had a management job which stresses your mind, and does wear you out. It's not like a physical job, but in fact, a physical job is a better kind of getting worn out. Anyway, I would fall asleep at 8 o'clock almost all the time. Somewhere around there, 8 to 9. And but now I'm going to bed about 10, maybe even 11. Occasionally 12 even, and I've been sleeping till 7 for sure. Usually between 7 and 8. Today I woke up at 8:15. Now, I'm not sleeping that good anyway. For a while I was, but that's the part that's probably changed since my wife passed away. I'm not sleeping as good. I don't know why. I'm not up all night thinking about her, although that does happen sometimes. But anyway, so I'm out a little late today. My morning routine is, if I haven't done the dishes the night before, which I usually do, but last night I didn't, I'll heat up my coffee water, and then I'll use that to wash my dishes, which I did this morning, which is nothing but a plate and a knife and a fork and a thing to grab my steak with on the grill. Put that stuff away. That takes 5 minutes, maybe a little more. And then I make the coffee. I grind it up myself by hand with a hand grinder, even though I got electricity. That was given to me by Daniel Manser. It's just a hand grinder, and it's all stainless, and it's really cool. It's not antique. It's modern, but it's fun to grind the coffee that way. You get a little slight bit of exercise. So then, make the coffee, use the rest of the hot water for dishes. Take Checkers for a walk. That's a good 10 minutes. Untie the lines, set up the stream. The stream probably takes me, I'm going to say 15 minutes to set up. I'm almost always got some kind of problem with it because I got a lot of things going on. But it's sort of the nature of the way my mind works. It's funny because I generally like things simple, but yet when I'm doing a project and I'm creating something, I have synergy in my mind, and I always try to have things accomplish more than one thing. And I can give you probably 20 examples of the way I designed and set up this boat, set up for the Great Loop. But I can give you examples of how I made redundancy or synergy with everything that I've done. But anyway, with the stream, I got a lot going on here. It is complex. It is not simple at all. It's got a lot of moving parts. Like I'm looking at my box right now, and we have lost my frickin' camera again. All right, so this is my streaming box. Look at that thing lock up. Okay, you're going off. I got to get a new HDMI adapter. I think that's the problem with that camera. So, let me just count the devices. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then if I count the HDMI adapters, I've got 3 of them, so that's 15. Now, I'm not counting outlets and, voltage converters or anything like that. There's several of them. Oh, let's go to 16 because I've got a fan, and it's off. I'm going to turn it on high because Checkers likes to lay by that fan. I got the fan mounted low in the box with all of my major heat sources up high in the box, so it sucks the air out of the bottom of sucks the air down over the devices and through the box and then out of the box. Now you might say I'd be better off doing it the other way, blowing in. But honestly, when it's blowing out like this, it should be, there should be more heat at the fan, right? Because if I flipped it around and blew it in, and you put your hand where the outlet of the fan, it would be cool. The air coming up out of the box is what would be warm. So I have it the other way, and it's only because that's what the fan, the way to mount it, and the direction it went. That's why I ended up with that. It wasn't by design, but the air coming out of that fan is cool. It's cooler than the outside air. That might not be true. In fact, it can't be true. It's probably because the air is moving that it feels cool. Now, I got a bunch of things I got to do when I get up here. One, I want to start up my rear trolling motor, which I got to lower it into the water. So these routines are practice for when I go on the Great Loop. I got a trolling motor up front, but it had a major failure electronically and physically, and I had to bring it to a dealer, so that's at the dealer right now. Normally I have 2 trolling motors, and the one on the front is the best one to use for what I'm going to do today. But the one on the back does work. Now, the last time I used it, my battery didn't last very long. It only lasted about a half an hour, which might mean my lithium battery is probably about 2 years old. I really haven't used it all that much, but it might not be good. So I charged it for about 8 hours this time. So when I get to my destination here, I got to plug that trolling motor in. I got to lower it into the water. I got to get it running. And then I'm going to use its GPS anchor to hold me in place. And then I can use my live scope to move around until I find the fish. And when I find the fish, I'll use the trolling motor to anchor me, and then I'll be fishing. And then I got my bait, which is chicken liver and shrimp. I got that down in the boat, and I've got to get that all set up. Might have been a good idea if I would have had that set up already, but we'll refine this process. Now, my wife Anita never came to the boat to come out with me like this, and I missed an opportunity. It's one of the things I'm kind of sad about. Not kind of sad, I'm definitely sad about it. She wanted to come out and go swimming off the back of the boat, and her physical condition really, I mean, I don't even know if my swim platform would have worked. And her ability to climb on and off of it would have been not good. And so I was suggesting that she come here, we go out for a ride in the boat, and then we stay overnight in a hotel, and we go to the beach, which is over here. So, and we didn't do it, you know. And then there was another idea floating in the universe that I did not catch, and I see it every time I go out here. These people have these great big, they look like lounge chairs, but they're great big floaties. And they have a back on them so you can sit in them like a chair. And they tow the kids around, typically, behind the boat in those big floaties. And that would have been perfect. She could have got in it on the dock. I could have towed her out here. She could have went swimming. But I just didn't think of it. And it's funny, the very next time I came out here to fish, I saw one of those things behind a boat, and I went, "Oh shit," because I didn't think of it. So I'm sorry, Anita. So I got a lot of stuff to do when I stop here. I'm going to be changing up the stream. I got to put the live scope out. Hopefully I can get that on the screen for you, but I'm having trouble with it. Okay, I'm going to start slowing down here. I wonder if I should go. I'm going to go to the other side of this, and I got to put my rudders down. I'm going to go to the other side of this island so that the wind will drift me towards it. Oh, look at those guys are out getting bait over there. Guy's got a net. He's going to throw it in the water. Here he goes. Ooh, that's a nice throw. He's good at it. Maybe that's what I should do. Has he got some? No, I don't think so. Okay, what's my depth? 15 feet. Got to watch that because I got in 4.5 feet of water right on the other side of this island, out quite a ways, almost this far. and my dagger board got stuck. My dagger board goes down 4.5 feet. And then we'll troll all the way back with the sail, with the jib sail. Because the wind is going a perfect direction to sail all the way back into the marina. Okay, we're at 19 feet now. Okay, so I'm going to start getting ready. I'm going to drop this, and we'll drop this rudder, 2 rudders, and then we'll go up here and we'll drop the dagger board. I think just maneuvers better with this dagger board down. Okay, now we'll take this and we'll take this and we'll plug them in. Okay, that's in. Now, the trolling motor's got its lights on. Let's try it, see if it works first. How can that get stuck like that? Okay, I'll turn it on. It's now on. Let's see if it turns. It's not turning. Oh, maybe I gotta go here. No, that's it. Why is it not working? Okay. It might not be. Why is that not working? Don't tell me there's something wrong with this thing. That's why I quit last time. It wasn't my battery. How much you want to bet? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so that's working. Well, it's worth a try. I got these to lift it, but when it gets to this level, I got to use these things. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's press the anchor and hope it works. It's not. Why? Okay, I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to turn it back on. Okay, propeller's working. Let's start the propeller first, then the anchor. Ooh, that might be working. Won't steer. Piece of shit. Well, beeping and I'm not touching it. Does seem to be working, but it won't steer. I'm just going to leave it on for a while. Now let's get this. I got a lot of stuff to do here because I'm only about half set up because of various reasons. Okay, there's the chart plotter. How much you want to bet it doesn't work? Of course not. Okay, Insta360's on. Okay, it's doing all kinds of shit, but it's not turning. So it can't turn. Turn that anchor off. Okay, let's go here. That's not what I want. Okay, I don't have it plugged in, that's why. Okay, I got no sound for some reason. That's on. That seems to be on. There we go. Okay, now what is this crap? Oh, I know why. I didn't have my sonar on up here. Live scope. Okay, there's the live scope. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, that's working. Make sure I don't run into these guys. Okay, there we go. That's working. The Insta360's not working. Let's take a look. Maybe my Wi-Fi's not on. You have to bear with me. It takes me a long time to get everything working here. In fact, sometimes I never get it working. But that's part of why I'm here. I'm practicing, right? 6 feet of water. Got too close to shore. do, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, then lots of screwing around, guys. Come on, I don't see my hook. Oh, there it is. Now, checkers is right where I like to put my bait. Okay, I'm just gonna put my speed down all the way. Just put autopilot on for a second. For now, I'm just going to get the shrimp. Let's put up this so we don't lose our checkers. Okay, now I'm going to put this here. Got some bait on here from the other day. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm just going to drop this down for now. No, I just want to get it in the water. Oh wow, that's no good. Wow, this is crazy. I'm just not too good at this yet. Okay. Now, oh, I forgot to reboot that. I'm going to reboot this trolling motor. There. Okay. There's some fish under me. Now this is not going to work very good without a trolling motor because you got to anchor yourself. And I really don't want to throw out an anchor today. Come on, you piece of shit. Lots of bait fish down there. Okay. This is not going to work very good at all. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, we'll just get them ready. Because when you're fishing here, without that trolling motor, I'm kind of screwed. In fact, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of coming over here. Because you have to be able to stay in one place. These have to dangle down right off the bottom. I wonder if you could wrap around any more times. Do you think so? What do you think? Is it possible for this thing to wrap around any more? Piece of shit. Sure enough, now it don't even work. Wow. This fucking thing. Okay. Jesus Christ. Lost the 360 cam. Can't keep the damn. $37 feet of water. What? Okay, so I can. Well, we're learning. We're experimenting. Okay, so now I'm going to start drifting. The wind seems to have stopped or slowed down. Now that's not working either. What a fucking piece of shit. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, there's a ton of fish down there, though. Okay, so. I'm going to get this down to the bottom. No, I can't do that. Not when I'm 37 feet deep. So I'll just, where am I at? I'm at 30. Okay. Just gonna leave that like that for now. Okay, now we're at 27. So this probably isn't gonna work out. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna drift by the island once, then I'll put the sail up and we'll start trolling again. I gotta have I either gotta be, next time I'll get my anchor ready to throw in. Need to practice that anyway. Let's see if I can get this trolling motor working though. Okay, so it's on. Does not turn. What would happen? Okay, so I think that's, yeah, that's working. So as long as I'm drifting with the boat in this direction, that thing's gonna hold me. Okay, so let me just try to get this line. It's actually pushing me backwards right now, I think. But I can't get my lines caught in it. So I better keep this around my neck. I just want to see, I want to get this on the bottom once. Okay, let me slow this down a little bit. This could work. Okay, I'm on the bottom. 2, 3, 4. We'll come up 4. And I'll come over here. Ooh, I don't like that one. Okay, so now it'll kind of hold me in the right direction, I think. No, the wind changed. So I need to start this up. I need to check my lines. This one's on the bottom. And I need to shut this off. Okay, so that didn't work out too good. Okay. How could this happen? Oh, the only thing I can do is when I see a bunch of fish is just stop. I'm going to go to forward scan once. Sonar setup. Installation maybe. Orientation is down. Let's go to forward. Okay. That'll allow me to see fish earlier. Now at least my bait will be dropping a little bit. Okay, I'm on the bottom with this one, I think. Where is it? a beautiful day today. Beautiful because it's not baking in the sun. Thought I had a bite, but I wasn't. Okay, I better get myself away from these guys. This form of fishing is not working anyway. I'm in 12 feet of water, which means I could snag. So, okay, I'm gonna get set up to troll. Oh, I got weed. Or a rope. I got a rope. So that means I was on the bottom, probably. Okay, I got lots of shrimp. Oh, this could be hard to get off, actually. What was that? One of my shrimp? Okay, I need another shrimp. Okay, that. Now we need this. How's my stream? Testing, yeah, everything's on. Okay, so now, nice. Fucking asshole. Wow. Knocking shit over down there. Okay, so that's set up. Now, oh, I knocked the checkers cam over. Sorry about that. And we lost our music. Let's see if we can get that going again. I'm going 2 miles an hour. Okay, there we go. This is dirty as hell. Okay, so now let's drop this down. Let's go back to down sonar. Sonar setup, installation, orientation, down. Okay. Okay. Now, let's watch that ball drop. There it goes. We can see it good. So I'm at 8 feet right now and 18 feet of water. Let me turn it just a bit, see if we can get the ball a little bit brighter. There, right there. Okay, so this one is down to 13. So now we'll drop this one down to 13 because I can't see this one in the sonar. Oops, gotta have that pressed in. There, 13. Okay, now what should we do? What time is it? It's 10:22. We got lots of time. The wind is going that way. So it's gonna turn us. Now we're at 25 feet of water. So let's go down to 15, which is a 19. Then we'll bring this guy down to 19. All right, now let's get our sonar up so we can see the depth ahead. Not sonar, but chart, fishing chart. Okay, so let's go. We're going to be in 40 feet of water. 55, it's all really deep. 47. So what if we try, no, I can't do that. What I could do is turn right, because I think we'll be able to sail. Okay, so I'm going to turn, and I'm going to follow, I'm going to go, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to head towards a ledge, which is about straight ahead. So I'm going to go auto, and then I'm going to click that. And then let's go put the sail out. Starting to rain. Oops. How much is it going to rain? I don't think it's going to rain too bad. So I got that down. Let's put this up here. And then pull this sheet out, but we got to get it off of that, off the net. Okay, as long as we don't have a storm, you know. I don't think it's going to storm. Nice. How's that possible? How is that possible? I think we're going to get wet there, checkers. You know what? I don't think. I'm just not going to put the sail out just yet. Okay, I don't need this. And I don't need these. Come on. close this down. Like so. It's okay. I don't mind getting wet. So we're in 39 feet of water. Let's go down to 20 feet. Which is 26. There, 25, close enough. Okay, so I'm headed for that ledge. I'm also headed back, which is probably a good thing in case this gets worse. Okay, I'm going to take a shot at putting the sails out. Okay, so we're in 49 feet of water. We're at about 23 feet with the hook. Man, I can see my lure dragging back there. About 18 feet behind the boat. And we're going 1 mile an hour right now. Okay, let's see how that works. Do we have sound? Yes, test. Okay, sound is good. And right now I'm headed for a ledge where I go from 48 feet down to 26. And then I'm going to follow that ledge over that way. So we'll be tacking. .1 mile an hour. That's good. That'll work. Got the autopilot on. Electronics didn't get wet, but it's supposed to rain harder this afternoon, so it might be a good thing that I'm actually at least headed home, back to the marina, because if it clears up a little bit, and it looks like it might be, I'll take that ridge and we'll head more west or northwest. So now we're down to .5 mile an hour, unfortunately. The wind slowed way down. Let me check on my daughter. Let's get rid of trash, texts. Got to stay on these things because they keep coming. Okay, I'm going to change my course just a little bit. Actually, wow, it's amazing how the wind quit. Now that rain over there, that is definitely some fairly big time rain. Of Question, is it coming towards me or going away? With the wind, it must be what I just went through. I hope. That might be why the wind is slowing down, because it's changing direction possibly. So I better keep an eye on that. If it's heading towards me, I'm going to get that sail down. Okay. Okay. All right, let's start this up. I'm going to pull that sail in. Because it's coming for me. We're going to get wet, checkers. Lines look good. Okay. I'm going to keep the autopilot on because I can't see where I'm going. At least I know I'm heading in the right direction then. Well, Checker's water dish is getting filled up. You're getting wet though, aren't you? Here, go behind me. Weird, the wind was coming out of the east, a little bit northeast. The storm is coming out of the southwest, or the west. Wow, does this thing leak? Okay, we're okay. Just getting a little wet, not bad. How's the stream? The stream is still okay. How's that look? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go put my, wow, it's definitely getting wet in here. That is not what I wanted at all. Come on. Okay. It's okay. It's okay if we get wet. It's good for us. Get up behind me. As long as we don't end up with a big frickin' wind. Stream looks okay. Okay.